Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be obviously a tutorial. If you are new to my channel, which there are a lot of you who are new to my channel, welcome. A tutorial is basically my version of a like chit chat get ready with me video. In tutorials we talk about whatever's going on in the beauty community, all the gossip, you know what I'm talking about girl, the tea. We sit down, get ready, and just have fun. I love these kind of videos. They're so fun to film. So the idea of a tutorial came to me on a Friday night quite a few months ago when I was here in my bed watching Glee for the 100th fucking time. Meanwhile, I'm on Facebook, and everyone that I have from around this area on Facebook, they're all posting about how much fun they're gonna have. They're going to this person's house to get ready to go to a party at this place, and my lonely ass is, once again, like I said, sitting here drinking chocolate milk and watching Glee for the 100th time with my fucking Yorkie. Like, I'm a lonely ass bitch, okay? And so the one thing I kept thinking about that night was how much I miss having those times where it's just me and my girls getting ready at my house or their house, exchanging clothes, exchanging shoes, doing each other's hair and makeup, and talking shit about the boys, playing absolute fucking bangers on the radio. Like, it's just something about those times. It's so necessary for us. Like, it's just so... it's zen for us. And I miss that shit. You know, I miss having a bunch of my girlfriends here using my makeup and using my shit and having fun and talking shit. I miss that shit. So I wanted to bring my own version of it here to my channel, which is why I created the tutorial. And I hope you guys really do like them. It's one of my most requested videos to do. People seem to like them, and I'm hoping you guys really do. Oh my god! I forgot to fucking tell you guys. Do you guys notice anything different? Anything at all? I mean, anything. Anything at all. Anything at all. Yes, girl, I got my brows done. You guys know I've been fucking around with these like caterpillar ass, like bushman ass eyebrows for the past few months. I've been growing them out. I've been red to filth for them in the comment section quite a few times. But I was just trying to grow them out for this exact reason, so I could actually get them done exactly how I want them. I wanted them to be a little bit thicker this time, and they came out perfectly. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's look. Alright guys, I have a party to get dressed for. I'm going to go to my mother-in-law's retirement party and have some fun with her and celebrate before she leaves to Florida. They leave next week on Friday, and I'm very sad because I'm gonna miss them, but they're gonna be back in the summer, so it won't be that long of a fucking separation, thank God. I got to go because hubby is getting kind of impatient. So I love you guys. Enjoy it. Leave your comments down below for future topics, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Alright guys, so I figured that today's video, since we're doing a makeup look, I would test out some new makeup products I just picked up from Colourpop Cosmetics. I asked you guys on Twitter if you guys wanted to see a haul, and a lot of you guys said fuck yes. So that's what we're doing today. Girl, I cannot stop touching my brows. I'm so happy with them. Like, oh my god. Alright, so the first thing I picked up from Colourpop Cosmetics was, of course, the Dream Street palette. This, of course, is the brand new collaboration with Colourpop and Kathleen Lights. If you have not seen this palette, you've obviously been living under a rock because it's been everywhere. It truly is very, very pretty, super beautiful. You have a nice mixture of super, like, metallic shades, matte shades, shimmer shades. You get a little bit of everything in this palette, and honestly, I cannot wait to use it. Actually, I might even just use it today. And then for those of you who are really in love with ultra metallic eyeshadows, I picked up the Golden State of Mind palette, and look how beautiful this looks. I mean, come the fuck on, guys. Now these are what I was most excited about. These are the Supernova eyeshadows. These are their version of a liquid eyeshadow. I'll go ahead and open one up for you guys and swatch it so you can see what it looks like. But this is what it looks like in the tube. It's super metallic, as you can see. We'll take that out. It's a flat doe foot applicator. I love these types to apply evenly. We'll put her right here. I mean, come on, that is gorgeous. Just out of curiosity, I want to swatch this one. This one is in the shade Mothership. It is this beautiful, like, metallic blue color with like bluish green. Look at that. This actually looks really, really close to the liquid eyeshadow I picked up in that Wet n Wild collection like a couple months ago. So here is the shade Mothership. Oh god, look at that. And then I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the pressed powder eyeshadows. These are my favorite drugstore comparable eyeshadows. These are incredible. For the price you pay for these, you get such amazing quality product. They are my all-time favorite single eyeshadows. So yeah, that is everything I picked up from Colourpop. I will have full swatches of everything on my Instagram, which I will have linked down below, but I will also put it right here. I'm not really sure what I want to do, but until I know for sure what exactly it is I want to do, I'm not going to do my foundation first. I'll do my eyes first and then just go with whatever I feel like doing, I guess. Alright, so let's get into the drama, shall we? So the first thing I wanted to talk about is something that I never thought I would see, which is a professional makeup brand advertising Kuckian Cosmetics. Take a look. So the first thing I'm doing is taking the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer in the shade Porcelain. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it on my Royal and Langnickel brush. And I'm just going to take that all over both of my lids as our base. It was the owner, Adam Minto, who put it on his Snapchat. It was him saying, well, you saw what he said, obviously. And everyone was screenshotting it, putting it all over Twitter. And of course, I got my screenshot of it as well. And I was just like, girl, what the fuck? Like, that is exactly how to kill your brand's popularity in one shot. I understand they're both considered like English brands or British brands, whatever the case may be. And I know you want to try to help whatever brands you can, especially if you're a bigger brand, but at least understand who exactly it is that you're helping. This person, obviously you guys know what the fuck's going on, but this person is not someone I would want to show off a product from on any of my social media. I don't give a fuck what it is, you know what I mean? But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to buy from them anymore, if they're gonna sit, at least not them, it's the owner, obviously. I can't speak for the entire brand. But as a brand owner, you should be more careful about who you are presenting, you know what I mean? Like that just goes without saying, you would think. Yeah, like what do you guys think about this? Like how do you feel about MUR after seeing this happen? Like I said, the entire brand is represented by the owner, obviously. So it's kind of sad to see someone represent somebody who's so trashy and nasty and just bleh. Now here's what's funny is the fact that not too long after that was posted to Snapchat, it was automatically deleted mysteriously pretty quickly. But the internet is the internet and everyone has screenshots and screen recording capabilities for the most part, so everyone of course got it. So yeah, what's on the internet, what's put on the internet once is on here forever. Sorry, Adam. So I think I am gonna use this palette for today's look. So the first shade I'm gonna go into is this shade right here, which is in the shade Magical. I'm gonna take that on a blending brush, a fluffy blending brush if I can find one. And I'm gonna dust that all over the place. I'm not gonna be putting it anywhere precise. I want this to be a very blown out look. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was Jeffree Star being fucking messy again. So I don't know if anyone else saw this. I had the screenshots right here. But Jeffree Star on Twitter the other day felt like stirring the pot. Here's the thing. If you really think about it, what she had done really was not bad in the scope of things. I figured I'd bring you guys a little closer so you can see what the fuck is going on. As I was saying, there are a lot of brands, actually not even a lot, there are a couple brands in this industry that definitely need some addressing.
Caught you, bitch.
And it just makes me laugh that Jeffree Star, who has arguably one of the most successful cosmetic brands in the industry right now, is so worried about what the fuck Kylie Jenner's doing. And it's like, girl, why the fuck are you here pointing fingers when your fingers are just as dirty as hers were, okay? Aren't you the one out here selling $20 little plastic $5 Dollar General fucking mirrors to people? Like, girl, what are you doing, okay? I don't get why he's still pressed about that. She's obviously not going to apologize for it, and it's her brand. Why should she have to apologize for it? Yes, it was a serious lack of judgment that she priced those brushes for that much, especially since her brand is just an e-commerce brand. No one can actually physically touch them until they get them in the mail. But let's be real. I mean, she's already acknowledged that she's going to do better with her next launch of whatever brush line she decides to do. So why can't we just move past it? I mean, you guys have already read her ass to filth in all your review videos, as seen here.
Now, my final thoughts are these brushes Jeffree Star approved? They're not. Let's just keep it really fucking real right now. These brushes are not Jeffree Star approved for $360 plus tax and plus shipping. There is no way in hell I'm gonna recommend to my audience that you guys buy basically a $400 brush set that you cannot touch or feel, because of course she's only an e-commerce brand.
Okay, so final verdict. What do I think of the brush set? Is it worth $360 or not? My thoughts are this brush set is not worth $360.
Overall, would I recommend the Kylie Cosmetics Silver Luxury Brush Set? Absolutely not. I just don't think it's worth the price point. I really just can't justify spending $360 on a brush set when there are brands out there like Morphe making the exact same dupes for way cheaper. I mean, literally, I think the cheapest Morphe brush was $2 and the cheapest Kylie brush was $18. I mean, there's even like Beach Cosmetics out there where you can literally get the same exact brush set for $15.
So why are we still on this girl's ass? Let go. We're gonna go to something like this, if it stops fucking moving. We're gonna go something like this, and we're gonna start to pick up actually the shade. What shade is this? Shooting Star, which is right here. And I'm gonna start to concentrate that into the crease area. So the biggest thing that has happened on Twitter as of right now, and Instagram as well actually, is the fact that Tarte released their Shape Tape foundation, I think it was. And the shade range is, well, lacking. My question is, how did Tarte manage to make 50 shades of literally just beige and then 3 or 4 darker shades that aren't even like darker shades? I'm just trying to find the logic in this. I'm trying to understand how the fuck we are in 2018 now with such sophisticated technology that literally every brand that is alive as of right now should have no fucking issue producing more inclusive skin tone ranges as far as like foundations, concealers, whatever the case may be. Yet we are still struggling to have brands release entire lines with inclusive shades for literally everybody. Why is that such a hassle? Especially for the brands that have been here for a long time. You guys know exactly what the fuck we need in this industry. You have seen and heard the cries for fucking years, for as long as makeup has been a thing. So why is it that you guys continue to just skip over that subject and just completely ignore it seemingly? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand why we are still fighting this battle with these companies, especially, like I said, the bigger companies. Like, you guys, out of everybody, have no excuse. You make millions of dollars. A lot of the influencers, you take on these expensive ass trips for all these like different like exotic places, send all these nice ass gifts and shit. All of them have different skin tones. Yeah, about maybe half of them can actually use your product. So what the fuck is up with that? I would like to go ahead and call this shade range 50 Shades of Ya Done Fucked Up, Son. Maybe Fenty is the standard, the golden standard as far as shade ranges. Shit, I was reading Fenty to filth saying that Fenty wasn't the first brand to really make an all-inclusive shade range, but from all these other brands who have been here for fucking years to still be struggling to do the same exact shit when fucking Fenty's only been in the game for what, a few months, and they fucking slayed the entire game. And then now only after Fenty released the entire shade range, now everyone wants to automatically go to, oh, we should definitely look into doing more skin tone ranges. Man, fuck you. That should have been some shit that should have been done a long ass time ago. The fuck you doing? Obviously, I want the brands to create a more wide range of skin tone ranges for everyone to be able to use their products. But I just wish these companies would stop showing off these busted ass ranges, acting like they're like incredible for finally coming out with a wide variety of skin tone ranges. It just doesn't make any sense to me why you're so proud. This should have been done a long ass time ago. You're canceled. especially with a line as popular as the Shape Tape line. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand it, Tarte. And it's not only Tarte, there are so many other brands that are still struggling to this day to create an all-inclusive skin tone range, just saying. All right, so now I'm going to take this shade right here. This is the shade Potion. On that same brush we just finished using, I'm going to concentrate this on the outside corner of the eye. I am going to bring it towards the middle of the eye a little bit in that crease line area, but for the most part, I really want to concentrate it on the outside corner just to bring some depth to the look. Alright, so now I'm going to take this shade right here on my finger. This is an ultra metallic shadow. Obviously, this is in the shade Spark. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, on my finger, my clean fingers, wash your hands before touching your face with your hands. So I have it here on my finger, as you can see. So we're going to start to just blend that on to the lid. And there's a little bit of fallout. That's the reason why I do my foundation after I do looks like this. I'm going to try something. I just put another little load of it on my finger. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This is the e.l.f. equivalent of MAC Fix Plus, essentially. This is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and spray that onto my finger and see if that makes any difference as far as making it ultra metallic, which already, look at that. There is such a difference. That looks incredible. Moving on. Alright, so before we go to the face and finish off the look, I'm going to go into the shade right here called Elfish, which is a beautiful, rich, dark, like milk chocolate shade. It's gorgeous. We're going to pick that up on a more precise brush. I'm going to use this Luxie 229 tapered blending brush. And I'm only picking up a very small amount just to start blending it up a little bit. And for this kind of look, I really want to bring the darkness right in that outer corner area. And we will blend it out a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to go wash my hands, get the fallout off my face, and we'll meet you back here for the face application. Alright, so for my primer and moisturizer and foundation, you know about the foundation, you know about the primer. For my moisturizer, I've been using the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. This is, I want to say, like $4 or $5. I love this product so much. I now use it as a daily regimen kind of thing. Even if I'm not putting makeup on, I still apply it to my skin just so my skin doesn't get dry. This is the most hydrating stick I've used, but this one, especially if you're on a budget, is incredible for the price. It hydrates beautifully. It creates a nice natural glow to your skin. A lot of people are making comments on my past few videos. My skin looks really glowy. This is the first part of what makes my skin look that glowy. It's incredible. Alright, so moving on back to the drama. So Wayne Goss, if you have no idea who the fuck he is a very popular professional makeup artist. He posted a video on his channel, which his channel I will have linked down below, because I really do like Wayne. I really do. All the influencers, for the most part, use his products as far as his brushes. He does have a brush line. But he posted a video about a week ago now that kind of perplexed me a little bit.
The beauty community, so all the genres on YouTube, the how-tos, the gaming, any genre you can think of all the genres, the beauty genre is the most repellent of all of them. It is the one that garners the most amount of anger and resentment and hatred of all of them. The irony is that they are predominantly beauty channels, and yet it's anything but beauty. It is, I found the past year, but particularly the past several months, incredibly difficult. When you see and you feel the venom coming from certain people and their attacks on other people, regardless of whether it's on YouTube or other social media outlets like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat, whatever it is, it seems that the sole purpose of certain people is to bring you down and to try and destroy you. And whether it's through making videos or being malicious or leaving ugly comments or slander, whatever it is, it seems that the goal, particularly for the beauty community and those in around it, is to try and destroy you. And I don't quite understand that, because it is so foreign for me to want to go out of my way to hurt somebody. I would try and avoid it at all costs to hurt somebody. And it seems that it is the sole purpose for some people to try and destroy and break you down. And I don't really know where we go from that, because I honestly think that we are going to see extreme cases of people hurting themselves if this continues to go on, because where else do you take it from there? If somebody is trying to destroy your life, or they're trying to slander you, or create false rumors about you, whatever it may be, you have no idea what that person is going through, and your comment, your video, your message, your tweet may be the one thing that is enough to tip them over the edge, because you don't know what they're going through or what their mindset is. It horrifies me when I look and I see everything that's happened, particularly, especially over the past sort of 3 weeks or so. It has been absolutely repellent, and it fills me with dread.
So I'm going to use this brand new brush that I got in a set from my father-in-law. Bitch, Kylie who? These look exactly like the Kylie Cosmetic brushes that Jeffrey was dragging her for, and they cost maybe like $8. So again, let me reiterate that. Kylie who? I'm gonna use this one right here to apply my foundation to my face, just to place it where I want it. And then of course we're gonna blend everything out with a damp beauty blender. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Don't get me wrong. I love Wayne. I really do. He is a legend in the makeup community. As I said, all the influencers use his brushes for the most part. They adore them. But that just, what you said to me, it didn't make any sense, because who you're describing does not remind me of anybody in the beauty community. I'm gonna go ahead and play that clip one more time, and then I'm also gonna put who I think of when I hear those things said.
Where else do you take it from there? If somebody is trying to destroy your life, or they're trying to slander you, or create false rumors about you, whatever it may be, you have no idea what that person is going through, and your comment, your video, your message, your tweet may be the one thing that is enough to tip them over the edge, because you don't know what they're going through or what their mindset is. It horrifies me when I look and I see everything that's happened, particularly, especially over the past sort of 3 weeks or so. It has been absolutely repellent, and it fills me with dread.
Did we all guess the same person? This is who I think about when I hear those kind of descriptions. And I think I can speak for the entirety of the beauty community when I say he is not part of this community. Does he want to be? Absolutely. There's a reason why he acts out towards all these successful influencers. He, of course, tried to wiggle his way into the beauty community by reaching out to a little brand called Morphe Cosmetics. But Morphe made quick work of that and said, girl, hell the fuck nah. What I'm trying to say is, Wayne, I think it's kind of unfair to generalize the entire beauty community based off the actions of one sick, disturbed, egotistical, psychopathic asshole who isn't even part of this community. Like, I don't understand why you would group him in with the rest of the community. But like I said, he is not anywhere near being close to being part of this community, and it doesn't make any sense for you to generalize everybody as being the exact same way that he is, when that's just so far from being the truth. I mean, let's be honest, I think Charles Manson has a better chance of becoming part of this community than John Kuckian does, and that dude is dead. Speaking of professional makeup artists, there was a comment that was posted on one of my past videos over the past few days that really got me, I wouldn't say interested, but very, very confused. I'm gonna go ahead and warm up my face now using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. So I was in my comment section a few days ago and noticed this comment by a user by the name of KT, I think it was. In that video where the comment was left in the comment section, I had talked about the fact that John is constantly bragging about the fact that he has an insider to Morphe Cosmetics. Obviously now he has one for Too Faced, which we all know is Lisa Blendino, that, you know, bimbo ass bitch. If you have no idea who this dude is, this is Kevin James Bennett. He is an award-winning, once again, very professional makeup artist. He has been in the game longer than I've been alive. He is considered to be one of the legends of makeup artistry. He has literally won so many awards for his performances as far as makeup artistry. He is incredible, so talented. But the one thing he has been known for more than anything else over the past few years has been his outspoken hatred of Morphe Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill. And that's the reason why I'm not so quick to write off this possibility as impossible, because these two obviously have that one shared hatred of Morphe and the influencers. They absolutely hate them. Kevin James Bennett has called out MUR about using his information. He's been very vocal about his distaste of the influencers for whatever reason. I don't really see why he's so mad. It's not that big of a deal. You're a professional, act like it. But listen, these two have so many things in common that it would make sense for them to be in cahoots. You know what I'm saying? It would definitely be a friendship that would be beneficial for both ends. If this were to come out as being fact, if this was a true friendship and they were actually, you know, helping each other, I really don't know how I would feel about Kevin James Bennett anymore, just because on the one hand, I learned about his work in school. He is, to me, a role model. His word is gold when it comes to makeup and makeup artistry. But here he is, you know, giving all this inside information about all this different shit to somebody who is disgusting. Now, of course, I did my research on the matter and did come across a few interesting things that I will show you guys right now. When you see things like that, it's kind of hard to dispute the claims and be like, oh, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. And of course, it could just be, you know, innocent talking between two individuals. But there's also, like I said, these screenshots to me, what they did for me was made me wonder, okay, but what if, you know? Let's play the devil's advocate here, okay? John Kuckian has a large number of followers. It is dropping in numbers day by day. I will admit that, but nonetheless, he has a very large following, and his audience is mainly the people who are buying Morphe. Kuckian's audience isn't the professionals. It isn't anybody who has been in the makeup artistry game for a long time as a professional. It's mainly the kids who watch the influencers, who see the influencers as role models, who see them as professionals, you know what I mean? And with that being said, I mean, that would be beneficial to KJB, Kevin James Bennett, because those are the people he wants to reach, you know what I mean? The people who are being pushed the Morphe codes on, people who are buying Morphe Cosmetics, the people who see the influencers like Jaclyn Hill and Manny MUR as professionals, despite the fact that they're not. These kids aren't going to go look for Kevin James Bennett unless, of course, they are very interested in making makeup artistry a job, a lifetime career. You will learn about these people, and you will learn about them if you want to go to school for this kind of thing. So it's kind of easy to say that these kids aren't going to go looking for the opinions of someone like Kevin. So with that being said, it would be beneficial to Kevin because he would reach an entirely new audience that he wants to reach, to turn away from Morphe. And then as far as benefits for John, it would be a licensed professional on his team, which is the one thing I think that would make his ego explode if it's not already fucking exploded. Ugh. So what do you guys think? Based on the screenshots you guys just saw, what do you guys make of it? I personally, I highly doubt Kevin James Bennett is John Kuckian's inside source to Morphe. Even though it would make perfect sense because Kevin knows everything about Morphe. I mean, he's called out Jaclyn Hill and the Morphe brand so many fucking times. But I really don't think it's anything deep. I think it's just John seeing what Kevin is writing and just repeating it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really think it's him getting inside shit. Maybe it is, though. I'm not gonna say it's not. I'm not gonna say it is. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comment section. However, if he is working with John, I am very interested in hearing what he has to say about Kuckian Cosmetics, because the number one thing Kevin says about Morphe Cosmetics is the fact that it is a private labeled brand that is being sold for astronomically high prices for no fucking reason, that it's cheap quality, it's cheap product being sold for like high-end product prices. Okay, well, guess what Kuckian Cosmetics is, okay? The dude literally advertised it as a luxury brand. I'm interested in hearing if he's gonna give Kuckian Cosmetics the same level of harshness that he gave Morphe all those years, but I guess only time will tell. So brows are done. I do have a cowlick brow right here. I've never been able to understand why the fuck I have just one cowlick on the one good like side of my face brow. I don't understand it, but I don't really worry too much about it because it is what it is, and if you don't like it, well then be happy you don't have to deal with it. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start to finish off the eyes. I'm going to start to build up all the shades we used. So starting with this one right here, which is the shade Magical, moving on to this one, and then this one. We're going to blend that on the bottom lash line, but first I'm going to apply black eyeliner to my tight line and also my waterline. Alright, so I'm trying to increase that darkness on the outside corner. And I'm noticing that that shadow is not really staying still, despite the fact that we really layered on that e.l.f. mist and set, which is supposed to set your makeup. But as you can see, it's not really being set. So I guess we're going to attempt to use these Supernova shadows. So I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Walk of Fame, which is a beautiful darkish coppery gold color. I'll swatch her right here to see how well she would look. Ooh, that looks incredible. Put it on my face. So let's see how these apply. What do we think? Oh, coño carajo, that looks incredible. Okay, I am really liking that shade. That is gorgeous. What do you guys think? Alright, so I tossed some lashes on. A lot of you guys have been asking me about the lashes I've been wearing. These are the ones I've been wearing on a daily basis. I love these. I don't remember exactly what brand these are from, but I can tell you I got them from TJ Maxx, which I love TJ Maxx's beauty aisle. I always find the best stuff there for like dirt cheap. This was no exception. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of these beautiful, full, very wispy lashes for like, I want to say $7, but they're so nice and high quality, and they last a long time as well, so you can reuse them and reuse them and reuse them. As long as you take care of them, obviously, you'll be able to use them for as long as you'd like to. They're really durable as well. Alright, so now I'm going to do, obviously, my brow highlight, our inner corner highlight. Try to add a little bit of sparkle to that bottom lash line just to give it an all-around beautiful glimmery look. So for today's inner corner highlight, let's see what we got going on here. So I was going to do my brow highlight with another palette, but I swatched this shade right here, which it looks in the pan like it would be way too like bluish or greenish for this look, but I swatched it and it comes off a lot more on the goldish side. So we're going to use that for our inner corner highlight. I'm going to take this flat shader brush, pick some of that up, and see how that translates onto the face. It's always different on the face. I'm not sure why. And then while I'm working on our inner corner highlight, which already looks fucking blinding as fuck, we're going to get into our last subject of today's tutorial. So I asked you guys on Twitter if you'd be interested in hearing what was going on with Amy Slaton. If you've been here on my channel for a long time, you guys know I have a past with her. If you have no idea who Amy Slaton is, you're not really missing out on anything. Amy Slaton is a 30-year-old YouTuber with over 98,000 subscribers. How? I have no idea. If you check her channel out, you'll understand why I say that, because it doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. It's her channel. Basically, the reason why I don't like this girl is because she was a scam artist. I don't really think she is anymore. I think she's learned her lesson, but she was a scam artist, and to date, one of my most watched videos is me exposing her, which I'll have linked down below. That will give you a more in-depth idea of what the fuck happened, but essentially, Amy a couple of years ago had made a GoFundMe and made a video to go along with it, in which she talks about her sister Tammy, who is also obese, being on her deathbed. She was being kept alive by machines, at least that's what Amy had claimed. Amy really built up the fact that Tammy, her sister, was basically dying or dead at that point, that she was beyond helping, beyond saving, and it was a very sad video to watch. It really played on your emotions, which worked well for her in the end. A lot of people donated to this GoFundMe thinking they were going to help her pay for a special sized coffin for her sister since she was on the brink of death. It was a whole thing, and a couple days later, literally within a few days, there was another video posted of Amy and her sister sitting at their dinner table, eating chips, drinking soda, pretty much doing all the things I wouldn't expect somebody who was just on their deathbed to be doing, but that's just me. It wasn't until I noticed that Amy started to film a lot more haul videos that I realized what the fuck had just happened. And that's when I decided to go ahead and gather all my receipts, gather all my evidence, and expose the shit out of her, which I did. I tried so hard to work with Amy to clear her name, to the point where I was text messaging her and messaging her on Facebook, you know, saying, hey, you know, you can get the receipt through email, you can get it through a fax machine, you can go to your local library, you don't have to travel anywhere far. Like, there are ways to get the receipt to prove that the money that she spent did not go to these numerous hauls she was now filming on her channel, and they went to medical bills, which she claimed in her video, saying that if the money wasn't used for the funeral, which should have been a red flag anyways, that it would go towards the medical bills that goes along with whatever Tammy is going through. Amy gave me every excuse in the book as to why she couldn't get her hands on the receipt, saying that she didn't have transportation back to her mom's house, that her mom had all the receipts of everything that had been paid, she had all the proof and everything. And so I was like, you know what if you have your mom just like take a picture of the receipts and just show it to us? As someone who donated to her, and yes, it was only $10, and of course I made the $10 back really quickly with that one video. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't about my $10. It really wasn't. People thought it was. It was more about the fact that she was scamming innocent people out of money, and a lot of people donated a lot of money. You know what I mean? It was just a bunch of bullshit. She kept giving me bullshit excuses. She said that she couldn't travel, didn't have transportation. A few days later, she put up a video called Whopperito Review or some shit like that, and she even admits in the video that she had driven a long ways away to get the Whopperito, so it was cold, and so many things didn't add up with the entire thing. It just didn't make any sense. And so I just gave up because it was very clear she was not going to own up to her shit. She still hasn't. She's not ever going to, because now she has a whole army of people who were originally against her, now her best friend, and using her for views. But it is what it is. I'm over it. I made my $10 back with all the videos I've made so far, 10 times more than that. But it's the principle of it. You know what I mean? You don't scam people. Like, what she did was fucked up. She used her sister's poor health to gain financial stability from people who, quite frankly, probably couldn't really afford to donate, but they did, seeing how torn up Amy was in that video. Like, if you had seen it, you would have given her the Grammy for Best Actress. It was that good and convincing. So yeah, that's a little brief history of Amy and the reason why people are saying she's in the middle of another scam. Now, the latest thing that's going on now is that Amy released a bunch of merch, and this is what it looks like.
If you join me on Snapchat and Facebook, I show that I have new merchandise. And yeah, I got shirts, I got 2 different designs. Might do more. Depends on if people want them. I don't know what to say in them or whatever. I'm also thinking about doing one for my dog a little bit. And there's a discount code with my shirts, Happy 18. And that will be also in the description bar. But I hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Now, I've seen a lot of merch in my day, and all of it, I mean, for the most part, it all looks unique, it's creative. Amy's, however, is just a screenshot of her profile pic, or what was her profile pic for YouTube. And when I say it's a screenshot, it's literally a screenshot. You can see in the pictures, there are 2 black boxes, which would have been her blank screen, her black screen with the picture of her face in the middle of it. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. People are laughing and calling her out for this shit because of, number 1, the print is freaking ridiculous, and number 2, the price tag is just as bad. I don't agree that it's a scam, because what you see is what you get, and if you decide that, you know, that product is worth your money, you're gonna buy it, and that's that. What you're seeing is what you're getting. It's not like she promised this really unique, very creative, very high quality product for, you know, this price tag, and you order the stuff thinking you're going to get one thing and get something completely different. That would be a scam. But she's literally showing you exactly what you get. So it's up to you if you decide to order it. And if you do, that's, once again, it's on you. What you see is what you get. But it definitely is a ripoff, because I even did my own t-shirt on Print Vista, I think it was, or Vistaprint. And the t-shirt, the print, the pictures, the text, everything all together cost $5 for better quality than that shit. Like, I don't understand why she thinks she can charge that much money for stuff that honestly doesn't even worth it as on its own. I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense to me why she thinks she can sell it for that much. But you know what? She has a lot of hardcore subscribers, people who absolutely adore her. And you know what? It is what it is. It's their choice. It's their money. They can do what they want with it. Is it a ripoff? Absolutely. Is it a scam? No. It's just definitely a blatant ripoff. But as far as the merch and what I think about it, I mean, this is the equivalent of that busted ass bitch Kendall Rae and her $50 fucking donation on Patreon in order to get 1 follow back from her on Twitter. Like, that's fucked up. Alright, so lastly we have highlighter and lippy. So what do we want to do for highlighter? Alright, so for highlighter for today, since that is the last step we have outside of the lippy, I'm going to use, of course, a Colourpop highlighter in the shade Lunch Money. Ooh. Alright, highlight is on. I didn't want anything too blinding. And then for lippy today, I'm going to use the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Family Jewels. I feel like this would complement this look beautifully. And just like that, we are all finished. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, of course, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. If you have any topics you'd like me to discuss in future tutorials or future Spot Night Chit Chat videos, of course, leave those all down below. But honestly, as far as this look, I love it. I'm gonna get out of here and start getting ready as far as getting dressed and finishing my hair for the party. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so, so much. Bye.